Hunters, we're off to the beach in this episode, and we're picking up where we left off the day after Season 6's launch. My biggest goal for any beach trip is to find at least one real-life monster drop. Shark's teeth. This video will be mostly narrated as I was with my wife and kids the whole time and I wanted to film while still being present with them. So let's dive in. For the first day, before we even checked into the hotel, we hit the beach to experience the sun, sand, and surf. And of course, hunt some monsters. And right after the first hunt, I swam into the shallows since there was a ton of shells being churned up in the waves, and there I got my first drop with this solid shark's tooth. Later on, we'll figure out exactly what shark this came from, but for now, I had a monkey to take down. I tried to take it down with my hunting horn, but back then I was really trash at it, so I had to switch to my dual blades. Speaking of hunting horn, I have a tutorial on it if you want to check it out in the description. And I've added hunting horn to my Rep Your Main collection in my store. It comes in tons of sizes and colors and allows you to rep your main hunting horn, or any other weapon in the game, on the front and reminds you that we're all going on this hunting journey together on the back. You should see my merch store under this video, but if not, it's in the description if you want to pick one up. Anyway, back to the video. Then, I did what every tricker has to do when they go to the beach, and did my obligatory beach flip. I did a scoot flash kick, since this one I can hit at any time, no matter what, no warm-up, I got it. I'm so thankful I still have it as a 35-year-old father of two. After many hours of playing with my kids, hanging with my wife, swimming, hunting monsters, and hunting for more shark's teeth, it was time to leave the beach. So we checked in, got ourselves cleaned up, and went out for a sunset dinner, and took care of this urgent and this Basarios to finish my daily quests. On day 2, we had a really relaxing morning. My kids played together, my wife read, and I hunted a bunch of monsters, and was treated to Mr. 2257 complaining that my videos are too long. Motivated now to become a better person, we headed to a biscuit breakfast place ran by the nicest people. Then went to a nearby coffee shop called The Vault, because it was converted into a diving/sea-themed coffee shop from an old bank. So it still even had the bank vault in it, now serving as a wine room. Then, we stopped by the Fort Fisher Beach to walk and kill a bit of time before our first big stop on this packed day. Because our next stop was the Fort Fisher Aquarium. This is an aquarium run by the North Carolina Department of Natural and Cultural Resources, or NCDNCR, and is huge. But before we went in, I heard a familiar growl, and I wasn't letting this gold diva ruin the aquarium. That low HP defeat had me and this seahorse that was watching like... But then, it was time to explore everything the aquarium had to offer. This aquarium takes you through the different biomes in North Carolina and shows you all of the different aquatic animals in each area. They were really happy to see us. These fish are from a place called Raven Rock that my wife and I used to hike a lot before the kids were born. We need to head back there. Last year, we spotted an alligator in the wild from here. Here's the footage of it. So be careful when swimming in fresh water, even this far north near the North Carolina coast.
It's in question.
Is it?
Which shark's tail is longer?
That's gonna be, on the bottom.
And the
on the
top.
top. I guess you could just use the picture. That's gonna be an angel, right?
I guess so.
I
You gotta touch
it's
kind of below it. There you go.
goblet.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
an angel.
correct.
I thought it was
This shark's swimming
goblet.
above you right
Heads
now.
up. That's cool. Seeing this megalodon jaw and teeth puts into perspective how terrifying the scale of the monsters we fight are. Good thing we have strong armor, cause Then, we visited a hall of teeth and skeletons, and found that I most likely found a sand tiger shark's tooth the day before. Sick to know where it came from. And based on this handy informational collection I found in the gift shop, it could be a lemon shark, but I'm thinking it's a sand tiger that had the two side parts eroded off due to time. Then, we headed to the outside section and saw some local reptiles, including another alligator. I love how similar they move to Lagiacris. I still haven't fought him in wilds yet. I need to get back on that. And after taking a break on a bench and watching this blackbird bathe in the stream, we said goodbye to the aquarium because we had much more to do. Like taking down this somnicant in our way.
Shoot. Those monsters in the tundra slowed us down too much. The rift is closed.
Speaking of which, it's crazy that there's still snowfields about in the middle of summer. The world sure is topsy-turvy right now.
The other hunters might have some info for us. Let's see what they've got to say. So it seems that violet-colored rifts have been reported in several areas, with unusual monsters appearing from them.
Those dimensional rifts just keep on getting harder and harder to figure out, huh?
Using a smartphone to connect with others has been a great way to help in our investigation, but I think we may require something more. We need to get even closer to the people of this world so that we can join forces with them.
Sorry, guys. I'm drawing blanks here. Any ideas?
Let's sit on it for a while.
A festival? Seems a bit different from last year's one. I can't wait!
I love how each region celebrates festivals in different ways.
Oh, what's with the long face on that person? Anything we can do for you, sir?
The whole area around my stall is covered in this sticky goop. If it gets on my ingredients, this will end up costing me my livelihood.
An unidentified sticky substance. I think it's safe to assume it belongs to a monster. Let's head out.
So, we set off to investigate the source of the sticky substance at the festival, and along the way, we displayed just how easily entertained the fam and I are. That license plate just says cat.
How did they get that? How did
I don't know.
That's insane.
And what better place to search than the beach? So, we set up a pop-up camp, had some lunch, and hunted a bunch. And at the end of all the hunts, I came out with another drop, a new shark's tooth. And according to the guide earlier, it looks like this one came from a gray shark? Maybe a gray reef shark or a juvenile bull shark? I'm not quite sure. What do you hunters think? But the sun was setting and I didn't want to miss my obligatory beach flip, so I did a full double leg and admired the beautiful sunset. But right as we were about to leave, we spotted dolphins. We watched them until the sun set and then headed back to our temporary home base to regroup for the last adventure of the day, the North Carolina Beach Boardwalk. So, like any good dad, I gave my kids a bag of cotton candy each to get sugared up, and we walked around to see the sights. Went on the Ferris wheel, rode many rides, and hunted, of course. It was a ton of fun, but insanely expensive for what we were getting. Luckily, another parent was leaving and gave our kids their unlimited ride pass, so we only had to pay for me. But even then, a lot of this was not worth it. For example, the big Ferris wheel was closed by this time of night, so we rode the small one. And both my wife and I independently were extremely sketched out by it, because she went with my son and I went with my daughter. It was just really rusty and squeaky and seemed really old and creaky, and I would not go on it again, and I would not recommend it. But we survived and spent time together, so it was still a fun time. And we decided to leave the carnival vibes and check out the beach at night. And we got to see pretty lights from both sides as we sat and watched the lightning in the distance. It was a really relaxing end to a long adventure-filled day. But just then, I heard a sound from behind us and spotted a nargacuga. But it didn't seem like it was gonna attack anyone, and I was chilling with the fam, so I paintballed it. And we headed back to sleep for the night. The next day, we woke up to the pool outside, reflecting on our ceiling, and were filled with a thankful feeling. Now, there's something you need to know about my wife. She loves arcades. So even before breakfast, we headed to the hotel arcade with the kids' new aquarium plushies in hand, and their mom showed them her claw machine skills.
Oh, snap.
Let's go! Then they went back to get ready for the day, and I went and checked out of the hotel. Then we hit up an amazing pancake place called Kate's, and the food here was fantastic. Probably because these guys were definitely hunters. Look at all these trophies. They even managed to get a gold crown. Then I found the source of the sticky substance, and it wasn't maple syrup. It was Chatacabra.
That sticky stuff was Chatacabra's handiwork then.
Meowstro, you're aware of that monster's name?
Yeah, it was written on this piece of paper I picked up earlier.
This is part of a guild report? There's monster data in here even I wasn't aware of. Perhaps it drifted in from our world? Nice find, Meowstro.
All in a day's work. Take a leaf out of my book and pick up everything on the ground, Hunter.
Let's see what this part says. To sum it up, new encounters are the key to uncovering the unknown. How poignant. If that's the case, hey, how about we try investigating the festival?
Possum! Looks like the festival's gone from under preparation to under investigation. But why'd you want to investigate it, Miss Quality?
Well, reading that report really hammered it home. If we want to solve the anomalies, we'll need to forge strong bonds with the people of this world. To achieve that, someday, let's set up our own festival.
Say what? All by ourselves?
Well, not entirely. Take our exploration base and drift smelting tank, for examples. They're a result of cooperating with others. And to find more opportunities to cooperate, we'll need to connect with even more people, right?
Connect, huh? When you put it that way, a festival does sound like the best way.
Right? When the time comes, I'll be counting on your help, Hunter, only when you haven't got your hands full hunting.
And for the final day's adventure, we decided to hit up the boardwalk in the daytime since most of it was closed the night before. After paying a small fee of $40 for parking, please like the video to support me, we headed to the even bigger arcade. My wife and daughter sprinted away to do their thing, as my son and I did the obvious. Hunted a bunch of dinos with heavy bow guns.
Oh no! I'm dead! Oh, you got to the cutscene. You're cracked, bro! There's Velocity everywhere! You got this! You got this!
He actually lasted longer than me. Outgunned by a 3-year-old. What a legend. Then we caught up with the girls, and my wife showed off her skee-ball skills, cornhole skills, and my daughter destroyed some sharks. Then it was time to test my placement in the World Martial Arts Tournament. Honestly, I'm not too upset with that score. We seriously had an amazing time here. Once we cashed in all of our tickets and got some prizes, we decided to grab some more sun and ice cream, and then head back to the beach one final time. And I did virtually no monster hunting, as I wanted to spend the majority of the time with my family and hunting shark's teeth. And for the final day, you will not believe the drop I got. Because it was nothing. Genuinely, hunting for shark's teeth is one of my favorite things to do on the beach. I think it's really hard for me to fully relax unless I'm actively doing something, so shark tooth hunting is something I can just lie down and be actively doing with my mind, so I can actually chill with my body. Doing this always brings me back to my high school years when I played the heck out of Monster Hunter Freedom and Freedom 2 on PSP, and my friend Jesse would make us all friendship bracelets themed around the different monsters, and our weekends would consist of grinding the game and hitting the beach where I would trick and find shark's teeth. That was back in 2006 to 2008. Yeah, not much has changed. Anyway, hunters, I hope you enjoyed this beach episode. Thanks so much to my channel members for supporting me, especially Superwoman for being a G-rank channel member. Please like this video if you liked it. Thanks so much for watching. Happy hunting, and subscribe so you can go on this hunting journey with me. Until next time, see you out there, hunters.